Formula 1 arrived in Belgium for round number 11 of the 2019 championship. The main news was that Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo both brought new upgrades in an attempt to move further up the grid. In the case of Toro Rosso, it was the case of trying out some new upgrades for Red Bull. This, of course, if they were popular, if they worked well on the Toro Rosso, they would be transferred to the Red Bull, with, of course, Toro Rosso up for sale and will be sold at the end of the season. Alfa Romeo have also bought some upgrades as they attempt to move further up the grid, as they've seen better performance out of their car in recent races. This comes despite the fact that Giovinazzi still is adamant that he is leaving the team at the end of the season. He says he will work with the team to produce a car that will be good for the rest of this season and into next season. The final note was at McLaren. Although they were preparing upgrades for the British Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo nevertheless announced he would be leaving McLaren at the end of the season. He said he would like to thank McLaren for all their hard work over the past 2 seasons with the team, but he says it was to be time for a brand new challenge, a team he would look for a factory team to help them gain the bit that they need. So moving to the grid, and Peter Harmson took pole in a wet to dry race, qualifying Max Verstappen alongside. Lewis Hamilton is in P3. Kevin Magnussen, a good result for him, exactly what he needed to thwart his all that speculation away. Rosberg is 5th, and Hulkenberg is 6th, and all Nico and all German's 3rd row. Stoffel van Dorn will try and impress the home crowd. He starts 7th. Carlos Sainz starts 8th. Good result for him. He'll hope to get in the points. 9th sees Valtteri Bottas, and 10th George Russell, one of the few of the dry runners in the top 10 from the lower teams. Outside the top 10, Pascal Wehrlein and Kimi Räikkönen, both the slowest two of the third slowest drivers on dry tyres. Then we see some of the wet runners, with Charles Leclerc disappointed that he couldn't get out in time. He starts 13th. Daniel Ricciardo frustrated, he starts only 14th. Pierre Gasly is 15th. Danny Kvyat is 16th, who couldn't get the dry tyres on his car to work. And then moving all to the rest of the wet runners, with Sebastian Vettel is 17th. Sergio Perez will be disappointed. He's got a lot of work to do from 18th if he wants to maintain that championship lead. And at the back is Esteban Ocon and Antonio Giovinazzi, both frustrated with their teams for not letting them out on dry tyres. Now it's time for the race. So hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Final Fantasy Formula 1 2019. Yes, we're here for episode number 11. Apologies for the delay in this series. I did say I was going to finish F1 E-Mod, which I did last week. This week is all about finishing Final Fantasy. We are going to do this week. Obviously F1 2019 is coming out next week tomorrow, so lots of videos to make. Then we've got 6 rounds left. I'm pretty much up to editing the last round, which needs a little bit more work to it in terms of voiceover before I can get the rest of it editing. But let's go down to the grid. We've put it on pole at a circuit that is good for me in the past.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
Thank you very much, Chef. Today's strategy is, of course, a one-stop. We'll start on the super soft tyres that we qualified on, which, of course, we made a good choice going out late in the session, which is how we got pole. And also the fact we were on track at the driver's points, 5 lights, away we go. And so a render start, Verstappen's going to look to the outside. We're going to cover the inside and force him out into the path of Lewis Hamilton, and we maintain P1. So yes, We'll have to see what we can do. This is the second pole this season. Meanwhile, behind us, it's already started, yes. The Audi OP has already started. Here comes Rosberg. Oh dear, he's already up into P2. That took literally 5 seconds. He didn't manage to get in front of us. And look at this. He's just acceleration, but then look in the corners. They've got nothing compared to the mighty Carlsberg BMW car. And look, he's already dropped back.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
We didn't pass. Technically, Rosberg was passed, but not necessary, Jeff. Thank you. Lap 3 now. Rosberg, of course, is going to have another go, and he'll have DRS this time. No, he won't be going past because Rosberg has developed a problem. He's got yellow flags. Let's see what's happened to Rosberg. We're going on board with the German. Front left has got puncture. Front left puncture. Sometimes I think there's too many punctures in this game, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I think the amount of punctures is quite right. So that leaves the scraping pack between the Ferrari of Lewis Hamilton, the Red Bull of Max Verstappen, of course, the home favourite of Stoffel Van Dorn, and our teammate Kevin Magnussen is still up there along with literally the rest of the top 10. So we're going to build, you can see we're building a gap. Unfortunately, the safety cars come out for Rosberg. I mean, I don't know why. He's halfway around the track. They don't need the safety car out every time somebody gets a puncture. Yes, we might need virtual safety car if it's in a particular danger place. Otherwise, yellow flags should do. And we're actually going to come into the pits to make our one and only top. Interestingly, neither Red Bull is coming in, so it's going to be a Red Bull 1-2. Kevin is in the pits, so he's going to lose out, unfortunately. We're going on to a set of mediums, and that's going to take us to the end of the race. Magnussen is gone, and he's going to lose a little bit of time. He's going to fall behind the Ferrari. We're going to come out in P9, just ahead of Sebastian Vettel, who's actually up in the top 10 for once. So I mean, it haven't really scored points. So yes, the 2 Red Bulls are leading, and then it's the Renault of Pierre Gasly, of course. It's Renault of Nico Hülkenberg, excuse me, followed by Leclerc. There's a couple of Toro Rossos and Alfa Romeos, slower cars. We've got Raikkonen and Verline directly ahead of us. I think those slower cars as well. I think Giovinazzi may have already come in as well. Or he might be up ahead as well. I'm not quite too sure where he is, but yes. Now I should explain. Sebastian Vettel, he was behind us. He has retired with a mechanical failure, so he is actually out of the Belgian Grand Prix. Nothing to do with Rosberg. Rosberg is at the start of this track, the end of the train now, but I'm sure he will gain about 15 places up the Camel Straight. So yes, we're going to see what we can do against Raikkonen. It took quite a few laps to get to Raikkonen, and eventually we. It's actually what's going on behind us with Magnussen, who's been in. He's bullying his way round. We let Magnussen past. He's on the soft tyre, so I think he's definitely stopping again, because our tyre wear is not that good. Williams is worse. Van Dorn now is putting pressure on his teammate Verstappen. He sets fast lap, but we're going to follow that our teammate through. Make sure he's sort of racing Ocon and other cars because he's got another stop to make. But unfortunately, he's not at the best exit for Eau Rouge, and we're going to have him back literally. I mean, we haven't even got DRS at this point. It's just literally slipstream, so we're going to go back down the inside. We're not going to cause him too much pain, but we really need him to get through. We haven't even caught up to Verline and Raikkonen yet, so we can't really. We need to make progress. On Verline and Raikkonen. We do actually catch up to them on the end of lap 8. Raikkonen pulls in, Verline doesn't know, so we'll have Verline going in. Magnussen is with us as well. A couple of the other Ferraris, and the DRS has been enabled as well to help us get past Verline. The team want us to come in, but we're not coming in at all. We are going on the mediums to the end of the race. We're going to try and hang on. We're up to P5 now. We're going to let Magnussen. If Magnussen goes, we will not fight Magnussen. He has another stop to make. Verline, as does Verline, in this race. So both of them are racing. We got Sergio Perez. He's coming as well. Look at this. This is just almost 3 wide there with ourselves. We're level on crossing the intermediate point with Magnussen, as Magnussen and Perez now go for a fight. No love lost between them. Perez is also doing a 2-stop this afternoon as well. Rosberg is in the background as well, and I think the Ferrari then. So we're going well, and as we move to lap 10, for the first time in this series, and potentially the only time, briefly, we have a Carlsberg BMW 1-2. Yes, that's right, I have the lead, and Kevin Magnussen is in 2nd place. The 2 Williams are in 3rd and 4th. If you talk this last year, well, 2017 when this season 2, I mean, our team didn't exist, and Williams were last, stone dead last, even slower than Haas in 2017. Unfortunately, Perez managed to get past, but then Perez pulled into the pit, so I think he might be doing a 3-stop. Rosberg and Magnussen eventually come in for their stop, so that frees up for Verstappen again, and surprisingly Charles Leclerc, who's come up into P3. So the Monegasque driver for Ferrari has played the strategy well. The Red Bull and the Ferrari do have the tyre wear to make the soft tyres to go to the end of the race, as does the Renault car, although they were to stop later. Looking at our tyre wear, our rears are already in the mid-30s, our fronts are doing better. We've got 8 more laps, and we're going to be hanging on for dear life and hoping those tyres do not cause a puncture. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long arc. It's going to be very long. As you can see, moving to lap 16, Max Verstappen immediately with Van Dorn lower down. The Dutch fans are going to be here, of course, cheering on. I wonder if they'll come to the Belgian Grand Prix in 2020 with the Dutch Grand Prix being earlier in the season. Let me know comments below if you're a Max Verstappen fan. If you're Dutch, are you still going to the Belgian Grand Prix in your droves? Yes, moving to lap 18, you can see the tyre wear has gone up. Our rears are in the mid-40s% now, as we take a little bit of curving that we did not like and poo on. We're going to block Verstappen just so the Dutchman cannot come through. Lap 19 now. Sergio Perez is setting the fastest lap. He is catching relatively fast up to the 4th place man, Pierre Gasly. Charles Leclerc is come to join us, the Ferrari driver. So it's going to be a 3-force race down the Camel Straight. We're going to go 3 wide. This is not going to look ugly. Somebody's going to lose out here. We're going to be the bravest down the middle, as we always do, and I think everybody's gone through there. Let's have a look on the replay camera. It was literally just close your eyes, down the middle, and yes, everybody just about managed to get through there. So we've got Verstappen, as Leclerc now gets past Verstappen, much to the annoyance of all the Dutch fans who have come to the race. Behind us now we've got, this is Sergio Perez. He was catching up to Pierre Gasly. He's on the mediums. That's how bad Williams' tyre wear was. They've used all 3 tyre compounds. Unfortunately for Perez though, even worse news for his championship, as Leclerc is having a look for us for the championship, for the lead. Perez is out the race as we bang wheels with Leclerc and Verstappen are going after Leclerc is round. So here is this. I sort of really, I squeeze him to the left hand side. There's not really much going there. He sort of gets, and then he gets caught on Verstappen. Charles. Well, I think he'll take 4th place nevertheless. But now he must move to the final lap. It's getting a little bit desperate. The tyres have gone. They have gone. big time. There's no tread left at all. We've got no left as well. Verstappen we're going to go back down the inside, try and hold it against Verstappen, and we do so. And coming around now into the final sector, we've just got to the leading up to the bus stop to come. Gasly has come to join us as well. He would like victory to get one back over Monaco. But it's not going to be close enough as around the final corner from the bus stop to win our second race from pole. Second race for the year. The Belgium Grand Prix.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
And it couldn't be less of emotion there from Jeff. So yes, we won the race. Good. We managed to hold on there. We're doing the one-stop strategy, definitely the better strategy. Verstappen finished second. We weren't holding on for dear life. We do need a tyre wear upgrade. Gasly was third, and Leclerc recovered to fourth. Van Dorn was fifth. Good job from Carlos Sainz there to beat Hamilton on the two-stop in sixth. Rosberg behind Hamilton in eighth. Magnussen was ninth, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds out the top 10. So the top 10, Daniel Ricciardo failed to get the points. Kimi Raikkonen finished 12th, and Valtteri Bottas also failed to get any points for Mercedes. Giovinazzi is 14th, and then at the back was the usual pairing of 2 Force Ones and 2 Toro Rossos, Russell, Verline, Ocon and Kvyat. With Perez and Vettel not finishing. So that changes quite a couple of things in the Drivers' World Championship. It means that Charles Leclerc goes back to the top of the standings by 1 point over Sergio Perez. Lewis Hamilton, I've closed the gap significantly now to Lewis Hamilton, so there's a big gap. There's a fight on now between him and me for the best of the rest in third. Rosberg maintains fifth, although there's big changes as well, with no scoring for the Mercedes drivers. Gasly and Verstappen jump up to 6th and 7th. No changes elsewhere in the top 12. Moving to the Constructors' Championship, there wasn't really any changes here though, although it is hotting up now for third place between ourselves, Mercedes and Aston and Red Bull, although judging by Mercedes' recent form, you could say that they may be in fall below Renault. McLaren are really in no man's land, and Alfa Romeo are going to try and secure 8th place. So, yes, that has been it for today's episode of Final Fantasy F1. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see more episodes of Final Fantasy F1, which of course will be coming out over this week. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.